Research as inquiry. It is important to know how to find and use information well in a variety of contexts. Recognizing when you need information and understanding how it is produced, valued, and disseminated will influence what you have access to, how you access it, and how you use it. The Framework for Information Literacy for Higher Education is a guiding document about information literacy developed by the Association of College and Research Libraries, also known as ACRL. It is made up of 6 interconnected core concepts called frames. This video will focus on one frame, research as inquiry. This concept encourages information users to think critically about the research process itself and to view it as an open-ended exploration rather than a well-defined linear process. Open-ended exploration. It is true that some questions have short, straightforward answers. Consider news reporters. Their style of research is often narrowly focused on short answers to who, what, where, when, why, and how, because they have to report current events in a very short time frame. However, more in-depth topics, such as those explored by scholars, look more like an adventure story. The research process usually begins with a call to adventure sparked by curiosity. Curiosity is that uncomfortable feeling you get when you realize there's a gap between what you currently know and what you want to know. To ease that discomfort, you seek to fill in or bridge that gap. In any good tale of adventure, there are triumphs and setbacks, and that is true for the research process as well. People tend to think of the research process as linear, but actually, it looks more like this. The word iterative is often used to describe how you often have to revisit past activities for more information or apply a different approach to progress. Like any good adventure story, even with a goal in mind, you don't know exactly how to get where you want to be, and you don't know what you'll experience along the way. That's why the research process is an open-ended exploration. There are many possible routes to complete a research project. These paths aren't mapped out for you, and you'll have to figure out what to do along the way. This may be frustrating at times, but it's part of the process, and sometimes it's even fun. You'll experience a lot of ambiguity along the way. You may feel like you're lost in a dark German forest, like Hansel and Gretel with unknowns hiding in every shadow. It might be terrifying, but with experience, you'll come to realize you've made it through before, and you will again. Don't forget the authors of the sources you read have gone through the dark German forest as well, and the answers they found towards the end of their process undoubtedly led to new questions for new adventures. You may not feel the sense of adventure for every research assignment, but look for topics that truly spark your curiosity. Then practice flexibility, embrace the ambiguity, and enjoy the adventure as much as you can. Evaluation and problem solving. Throughout the research adventure, you will need to gauge your progress and evaluate how your research strategies are working for you. You may get help from your professor on this evaluation, but you'll also need to create your own feedback. For example, when you are identifying library resources in the databases, what makes you think any particular source is relevant to your topic or research question? Are you struggling to write your draft from the notes you took? Are you feeling overwhelmed by having nothing to say or having way too much to say? For any particular task, evaluate if it's going well or poorly. If it's going well, keep going. If it's going poorly, you'll need to identify what the problem is and adjust your efforts accordingly. Remember, there are many people on campus who can help you if you get stuck, including your professor, librarians, writing tutors, and academic coaches. Research as inquiry. As we've discussed in this lesson, the research process is an open-ended and iterative exploration of a topic, even an adventure. Throughout the research process, you'll evaluate your progress and adjust your strategies as you work your way towards your goal. Don't hesitate to ask a librarian if you would like to discuss any challenges you are experiencing in your research process.